Falafel. Here to put a healthy twist on a fried Mediterranean classic is chef and founder of Salt and Wind. Welcome back, Aida Mollenkamp, everybody. Welcome.
Hey, Aida.
Nice to see you too. Thanks for being
Aida.
Debbie, Kim, and Paige love everything healthy and delicious all at the same time. Now, we're going to be making this today, but you say this is really the perfect kind of go-to snack, or it could be a great meal on the go. It's great for the whole family. Tell me a little bit.
These are falafel wraps. So have you guys ever made your own falafel?
Never.
No. Okay, it can be a little intimidating, right?
Yeah.
We're going to break it down. So it's super simple.
Okay.
All right. By the end of the week, you're all going to be making falafel wraps.
And it's
Ooh,
all ingredients that you're going to love. Kim, I know you're going to be watching closely because you love all of these natural and healthy ingredients. We're going to start by using the food processor and putting things in, starting with our chickpea flour versus regular flour. Why are we using
garbanzo
chickpea
bean flour, chickpea flour, super high protein. Falafel are made with chickpeas.
Right.
Normally you would grind them almost like through a meat grinder to make them classically. This is the flour, and it's also great for making crepes, by the way. So I like having it on hand for both.
How about that? And not only that, it's easier on your gut. It's great for digestion, and you get some good proteins in there. Man, I could talk all day about it. Now we're some parsley. Do you want me to put all this in?
Put all the parsley. You could also mix it up. Sometimes I add in mint if I have that, cilantro. Basically, if you have it in your fridge and you're like, I need to get rid of it, throw it in a falafel, you guys.
We were just saying that there's so often I have a Ziploc bag full of leftover parsley in the fridge, and we're like, oh, well, what are we going to do with that? Now
this is what you're going to do.
Who knew?
Then you need a little lemon juice, a little acid, obviously some peeled garlic.
Okay, put that in there.
Then cumin, not just for taco seasoning, also for falafel.
Oh, okay.
And then coriander seeds. You can find ground coriander. I like the coriander seed. It gives it a little texture. It's a little lemony. I just really like what it does.
And the food processor will break them up a little bit, or you'll get that little bit of that crunch still?
Exactly. You'll get a teeny bit of the crunch, but they're mostly broken up. This is baking soda, and that reason is it's going to help lighten it a little bit so that it's not too heavy.
A little baking
and then
soda,
some salt.
and then some salt. Now, how much salt do I put in?
Go ahead and throw all that in there.
All of that in? That looked like a lot, but I listen.
Hey,
it's a good Himalayan sea salt. I noticed it's not your typical table salt, so there's more vitamins and minerals in that too.
Oh my goodness, you're full of nutritional facts. I'm just gonna like text him whenever I know if I'm eating the right thing or not.
There we go.
I knew you were a good eater, but
should we pulse it or just let it go?
Go ahead and pulse it a little.
Okay, pulse it a little.
Pulse it a little.
Okay, I just don't want to.
Until it starts dancing.
You can dance.
Yeah. Okay. Now we can add in the water.
Okay,
just go ahead and let it run.
Okay. So you put in the water later, and why is that?
So that you just get everything a little broken up.
Okay.
Then the water, hot, is going to help it all amalgamate, come together.
And you keep that going until it...
Hot water.
Okay.
Hot water. Now, why is that hot water? Did I miss that little detail?
It's just going to help it come together that much easier. If you use cold water, it would just kind of clump up on you. So look at this texture. It's almost like a pancake dough or something like that. You're going to let this sit for 5 minutes. It's going to look like this.
You don't have to let it cool or anything like that. Just sit room temperature.
It's going to kind of just cool on its own.
Okay.
And then
it's dense.
Cookie cutter. Or cookie scoop?
Cookie scoop.
I don't know what that's called. Okay. You guys are like, we're not playing charades.
Cookie cutter.
A cookie
because
cutter.
Aida's so healthy, she's never seen an ice cream scoop. She's like, I'm sorry, I don't recognize this.
Don't be him, not me. I eat my gelato.
Aida.
So I like to oil my hands and then just go ahead and throw that in there. So there's a few options here. You could deep fry this and you'd have a regular falafel. You could kind of squash it down like we're going to do. And you could, if you want to be super healthy like this guy, just put a teeny bit of oil in the pan like you would for frying an egg and just put that in there. We're going to kind of semi-deep fry it. So we're going to throw it in this oil.
Okay.
I've done this before, but just to reiterate, throw either wooden spoon, metal spoon in here. Wooden works better. You're going to start to see bubbles around the edge, and that's when it's the right temperature to start
that's
frying.
good to know.
So
and we talked about the oil. Right here we got a canola oil or a vegetable oil, but you say we could also use something like an avocado oil as long as it's a higher heat oil. Is that the idea? Okay.
He pretends he doesn't cook. You know,
I know.
He's like
he knows
down
honestly,
on the info right now.
He's like Webster's dictionary of health food.
I'm just fascinated by all this stuff. I love it. I retain it. I mean, you guys know.
Well, you know, I travel a ton, and so for me, the thing is, I need to push the reset button when I get home.
Right.
And eat healthy, usually plant-based. We're here in LA. You know, we're all about seasonal and all that. And so I also want it to be a real meal, though. I don't want to be hungry afterwards.
But you know what? These falafels, Aida, are a little lighter than usual falafels, and that's what I like about it. I think falafels can sometimes be heavy. These are lighter.
Exactly. And if you were to do it in just the ittiest bit amount of oil, which let's be honest, when I'm like getting ready for bikini season, that's what I do.
Well, that's kind of happening. But speaking of traveling, you just got back from an epic trip of eating in Italy.
That's right.
Tell us about it.
So, you know, I run Salt and Wind Travel.
Yeah.
We do travel for food lovers trips, and we have our magazine and our tours through Mexico and Italy. Our Italy trip is coming up in a month, and so we did all of our R&D.
Yeah.
And so I went through all the big
Research and development means traveling to Italy for
It might have included going to a winery where I ended up being friends with the winemaker, and we stayed for 12 hours and made dinner with him. Might have included that. So.
Listen, you do what you have to do in the name of research.
You know. So,
Okay, good.
Watch out.
That was
How do
where
I
your
know?
sous chef skills, Matheson, kind of got in the way. All right,
Okay,
so,
so
we let
we
those
want them just a
3-4
little
minutes?
golden brown like that, about 3-4 minutes.
There we go.
And then you're gonna drain them. I have no feeling in my hands. If you do have feeling in your hands, don't do what I'm doing and touch the falafel.
Oh my goodness,
but
yes.
been cooking a long time.
I know,
There
isn't
we
that
go.
true? You don't feel anything anymore.
So throw that to the side, and then we're going to make these lettuce wraps.
And now it is time to build. Yeah, here we go. So I'll follow your lead.
But it's DIY.
Okay,
Go to the
I'm going
farmer's
in.
market. Look at what's in season and find it. If you really want to get fancy, you could take some carrots like these guys and throw them in a little bit of like white balsamic, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of a little bit of salt.
Carrots, yeah.
And you can make a really quick pickle. So basically, you just mix it together till it tastes sweet, salty,
so
how
good.
you like it. We didn't do that here, but you could.
Sweet as that.
And then you throw in your
I'm a few steps
falafel.
ahead of you, but that's okay. I'm going to go in for a little bite. I've been waiting. But honestly,
It's
I'm not
so
even
good.
exaggerating. My mouth is watering right now. Like, I can't wait. My body knows
This
that
is your favorite
gonna be
kind of
so
food.
good.
And I also like to put the tomatoes in some salt and let them kind of hang out to get the flavor
Oh,
like
yeah,
max.
that's the best.
Sorry, I'm using my hands today, guys. This is a hands-on
Aida,
kind
that's
of
all
meal.
right.
And then Greek yogurt and some tahini to really give it some flavor, get some protein.
What do you think? Yeah, what do you think? Look at him, he's loving it.
Perfect.
Good. When I heard I was in the kitchen with him and not you, I was like, I feel like I brought the right recipe.
Yeah.
Yay!
But it's so
is-
represented with the Greek yogurt. I appreciate that, Aida. Thank
Yes.
you.
Well, you know, I always have to make sure I have the Mediterranean roots.
For the both of us.
Yes, for the
Go
both
ahead,
of us.
take a bite of that.
Yeah, and so what I was going to say though, you guys, is okay. First of all, if you have peanuts or
Yeah.
pine nuts or almonds, that's what you got to put on there. It totally makes it. But what I was really excited to tell you guys about is that all of our guests have been asking us to create guides. And so today we are launching guides on our site. So we have digital guides to Milan, Florence, and Rome coming out with all of our favorite spots. I'm talking not just food, not just cocktails, where to get the best Instagram photo, where to shop local, where to find the best jewelry to bring home. We're talking about
that's
things
really
that you like on social media, not just have a good trip. So that is going to be at Salt and
Wow.
Winds. Yeah.
That's beyond like
And then we can all
travel
eat this, and maybe I'll.
So we
grab
have
a
to
glass of
go.
wine
That's
to
what you're
enjoy.
saying.
Dig in, Aida. This is so good. And Cameron, you finish your last bite because that's all you have left there.